I was the man between the machine room and the design room. The design room design the skirts, then I got to sew up the skirt, and I got to find the best way to put it into production line. The cheapest way to make more money for the company, the quickest way, and I had to eliminate little things to make up the time to save money. My boss was Bob Bell. Tough, but fair. Oh, I loved him. Sometimes wage increase came along. He used to come to me and say, "Guy, we need to take 1 or 2 minutes out from the skirts." He told me the style of the skirts, and we had to eliminate 1 or 2 minutes so we can pay the wages increase to the machinist. I said, Jesus, I said, again. So I scratched my head, I said, how the hell I'm going to do this? The skirt was that heavy with that extra pleats. Oh, we had to turn every pleat on the machine to sew. I said, no good. So he shifted the machine, Nino's machine and my machine, in a sort of a corner, and he gave us 5 mannequins, just half a bust, just for the hips, to work the hips and the waist of the kilt. I said, there are too many plates here. We got to eliminate plates, because they were all bunched up on the hips, and the hips were make the woman look so fat on the hips. Plus you're using extra material. Anyway, well, we started eliminating 1 plate, 2 plate, then we sew up the skirt, then we went back onto the dummy and put the skirt onto the mannequin. And by doing that, then we work out the distance of the suppression between the two plates. We had to sew the plate, and the plates on the hips, the suppression was narrow. Then when you go towards the back, it's less, because the hips are a bit bigger, the woman is like that, right? This is the waist, this is the hips, like that. So we got to make the skirt like that, right? And we work out the distance between the plates, what the width of the plate had to be. The design room came and got those skirts, and they work out a strip of template with all the pencil marks, the width of the plate had to be. So we took 6, 8 plates out of it, and the skirt looked nice. Oh, I'm so proud. Gee, I can't hide my happiness, how proud that was. Kilts everywhere. People ordering kilts because of their name, family name, Mackenzie, whatever their name, Irish names were, or Scottish, you know. We, at one stage, was a small window in our life, Fletcher Jones. We had over 1,000 people. We didn't know where to put the machines in some places. Where there was a bit of space, we whack a machine in. We had that much work. In the ladies' way, we were doing 1,000 skirts. 1,000 skirts, with including overtime, 3 nights a week at the period, and Saturday morning. A few years later, then we made a different kilt with the pleats wider. So you use less material, because then by that time the fashion came above the knee. See, the fashion started to be shorter. So we did another kilt with a wider plate, 1.5 inch width plate. Less plate, more machine, more work. Those skirts were going faster than the kilt. The kilt had 25 plates. This one had only 15. Different tartan. Those skirts, an 1.5 inch width plate, they had different tartan than the normal, the original kilt. The original kilt never changed. It's 1 inch width plate. Lawson Ryan was in charge of the after sale. Some skirts sometimes were a bit awkward to do the alterations, and he used to come and say, can we change something here so my girls can do a bit quicker? Again, I had to scratch my head and say, I'm going to change something here. And when the skirt comes back 12 months later, 6 months later, that the lady has lost the white or put on white, so we got room to let the waist out or take the waist in. And so, love it, oh, beautiful. I enjoyed it. People with the shorter leg on one side, we had to make the skirt short on one side and long on the other. So our kilt, when you open up the kilt, it goes like that. So the skirt, and then comes around, comes around, kissing each other like that. So the waist of the skirt went like that. We had to do that. And when you put the skirt onto the customer, it's like that. My mother was like that. My mother's leg was 1.5 centimeters shorter than the other one. When the lady was put the skirt on, the hem was even off the floor. But the waist here, she was like that, and the skirt followed her waist. Good. And that's why we had plenty of work, because everybody wanted the kilt.